Vatican in turmoil. Speculations arise as Pope Francis allegedly suggests his successor. The Vatican is abuzz with speculation after Pope Francis supposedly hinted at the identity of his possible successor, a revelation that has taken everyone by surprise. Placing Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle of the Philippines in the global spotlight, this unexpected turn could signal a historic shift within the papacy. Often referred to as the Asian Pope Francis, Tagle has long been admired for his visionary leadership. Rumors of a papal transition are swirling within the Catholic Church, and this unforeseen choice may herald a significant change in the Church's direction. Leadership legacy and challenges. Since stepping onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica in 2013, Pope Francis has left an indelible mark on the modern Catholic Church. As the first Jesuit and the first from the Americas, he ushered in a new era focused on mercy, dialogue, and inclusion. His humility and simplicity have won hearts worldwide, yet his papacy has also faced immense challenges, making the question of his succession increasingly pertinent. Francis is noted for his relentless pursuit of building bridges within the Church and on the global stage. Central to his papacy are topics previously given less attention, such as climate change, migration, and social justice. Documents like the encyclical Laudato Si have called humanity to care for our common home. His emphasis on marginalized groups, including refugees, the poor, and societal outcasts, has redefined the Church's mission in the 21st century. However, his reformist path has not been without resistance. Traditionalists within the Church view his approach as a break from established doctrines. Initiatives for greater openness towards divorced Catholics, LGBT individuals, and non-believers have sparked both admiration and controversy. Critics within the hierarchy fear his progressive stance could weaken core Church teachings, while supporters see his actions as a necessary recalibration to modern complexities. Pope Francis's leadership style. Pope Francis has reinforced the idea of humility in leadership. Rejecting the trappings of power, he opted for modest living quarters over the traditional apostolic palace. His choice of simple vestments and direct interaction with the public marked a shift in the papal tone. Nonetheless, the weight of his role and the challenges of leading a global institution with over 1 billion followers are evident. Addressing church scandals. One of Francis's monumental tasks has been addressing the scourge of abuse committed by clergy members. Determined to tackle cases and cover-ups, he took measures to hold bishops accountable and organized a global summit on the protection of minors. Although representing progress, many survivors and activists argue that more decisive actions are still needed. The impact of a possible succession. Given the modern challenges the Church faces, the rise of Cardinal Tagle as a leading papal candidate reshapes the debate on leadership and inclusion. His election could represent a continuation of Francisco's vision with a forward-looking perspective on the Church's emerging needs and the world's. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. A profile. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, often called the Francis of Asia, stands out as a key figure in the Catholic Church. Born on June 21, 1957, in Manila, Philippines, Tagle grew up in a modest yet deeply religious environment. This upbringing instilled in him virtues of humility and empathy, qualities that have defined his career and ministry. Rising from humble beginnings. Ordained a priest in 1982, Tagle quickly distinguished himself through his accessible approach and ability to convey complex theological ideas with clarity and warmth. His pastoral work has consistently reflected a commitment to social justice, particularly in serving marginalized communities in the Philippines. Rejecting the formalities of ecclesiastical hierarchy, he chose a simple life, often seen riding a bicycle or sharing meals with local families, embodying servant leadership inspired by Christ's example. Global impact and advocacy. Tagle's trajectory within the Church is marked by his active voice on global social justice issues. As Archbishop of Manila, appointed by Pope Benedict XVI in 2011, he tackled poverty, corruption, and the plight of migrant workers. His sermons emphasized the dignity of every individual, urging the Church to compassion and action against injustice. Like Pope Francis, Tagle champions a church of inclusivity, mercy, and attentiveness to the marginalized. Known for carrying his own baggage, using public transport, and performing acts of humility such as washing the feet of the homeless, Tagle's gestures resonate deeply among Catholics. His focus on simplicity contrasts with the Church's hierarchical structures, seeking to bring the institution closer to the people it serves. Justice, youth engagement, and interfaith dialogue. Throughout his ministry, Tagle has been a vocal advocate for social justice in the Philippines, a country marked by significant economic disparities. His humanitarian efforts during natural disasters, like Typhoon Haiyan in 2013, showcased his commitment, mobilizing church resources for relief and reconstruction, personally visiting affected areas. Beyond local impact, Tagle has taken on a global role as president of Caritas Internationalis, the Church's worldwide network of charities. In this capacity, he addresses pressing issues such as climate change, migration, and global inequality, urging Catholics to engage with the world's pressing problems. Engaging the youth within the Church has been another central focus for Tagle. Aware of the challenges faced by younger generations in an increasingly secular world, he has worked to make the Church more relevant and accessible, promoting dialogue and active participation in faith. A leader for the future. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle represents a new wave of leadership within the Catholic Church. His emphasis on humility, social justice, youth engagement, and interfaith dialogue positions him as a transformative figure, capable of addressing the challenges of a rapidly changing world. As Pope Francis hints at his potential successor, Tagle's name emerges as a continuation of values that have marked the current papacy. Challenges for the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church stands at a crossroads, facing critical issues that will shape its future. Declining church attendance, generational disconnect, and the balance between tradition and reform are urgent challenges the next pope must address with wisdom and resolve. Youth, interfaith dialogue, and tradition. Tagle's warm, informal style has made him particularly popular among young Catholics who see him as a leader willing to listen and understand their struggles. At events like World Youth Day, he delivers messages of hope and encouragement, urging the young to embrace their faith as a source of strength and inspiration. In a world rife with religious and cultural divisions, Tagle has prioritized interfaith dialogue as a cornerstone of his ministry. In the Philippines, where a significant Muslim minority exists, he has promoted understanding and peace among different faith communities. His work extends globally, participating in interfaith initiatives addressing issues like poverty, violence, and environmental degradation. His approach is characterized by humility and a willingness to listen, earning him respect across cultures and religious traditions. Balancing tradition and renewal. The tension between tradition and reform has been one of the most significant challenges for the Catholic Church. While some advocate a return to strict adherence to doctrine, others call for progressive changes, including greater inclusion of women, LGBT individuals, and divorced Catholics. To balance these divergent perspectives, a leader who honors the Church's rich heritage while promoting necessary renewal is essential. Cardinal Tagle stands out as a unifying figure, capable of navigating the diverse currents within the Church. Inspired by Pope Francis, he emphasizes mercy, dialogue, and pastoral care over rigid dogmatism. His pastoral experience positions him as a bridge between conservative and progressive voices, promoting unity while recognizing the need for meaningful change. A church responding to contemporary issues. Cardinal Tagle has dedicated himself to tackling contemporary issues such as climate change, poverty, and social justice, themes that strongly resonate with younger Catholics. However, he maintains a solid commitment to the fundamental teachings of the Church. His work at the helm of Caritas Internationalis reflects his priority on concrete action over mere rhetoric, a quality the Church needs for authentic renewal. Moreover, his theological grounding and respect for Catholic tradition make him an effective mediator between conflicting perspectives, fostering unity without losing sight of the need for significant changes. Global Church. Expansion and new challenges. As the Catholic Church grows in regions like Africa and Asia, where the faith remains vibrant, Cardinal Tagle's international experience and cultural sensitivity could further strengthen the Church's global presence. As an Asian leader, he brings a unique perspective on how the Church can adapt to diverse contexts without compromising its core values. His warm and accessible approach has been key in garnering admiration from the faithful, especially the youth, who seek authenticity and inclusion. Tagle has consistently highlighted the importance of dialogue and openness, qualities essential for engaging a new generation of Catholics eager for a church more connected to the challenges of the modern world. Historic change. An Asian Pope. The possibility of an Asian Pope represents a historic transformation in Catholicism, traditionally led by figures from Western Europe and the Middle East. The rise of Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as a potential successor to Pope Francis marks a crucial moment in this trajectory. Asia is home to some of the fastest-growing Catholic populations, with the Philippines boasting the third-largest Catholic community in the world, with over 80% of its population identifying as Catholic. The strength of Catholicism in Asia. The trajectory of Tagle, from a humble parish priest in Imus to a prominent figure on the global stage, reflects the strength of Asian Catholicism. His leadership in the region and understanding of complex cultural and social dynamics position him as a bridge between the Church's ancient centers and its new poles of growth. If elected, Tagle could enhance the visibility and influence of the Church in Asia, particularly in countries where Christianity coexists with Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and other religious traditions. His focus on interfaith dialogue and cultural sensitivity could foster greater understanding and cooperation among diverse faith communities. The weight of a historic choice. Insiders suggest that Tagle's chances are bolstered by his widespread popularity among the clergy and the faithful. His ability to inspire confidence and hope across different communities has made him a respected figure within the Church. However, the outcome of a conclave is never certain, and the presence of competing candidates adds to the uncertainty. This is a decisive moment in Church history. The choice of a pope is always significant, but the possible ascent of Tagle carries immense symbolic and practical weight. His election would reinforce the Church's commitment to inclusion, acknowledge the shifting demographic center, and offer leadership aligned with the hopes and challenges of Catholics worldwide. Transformation for the future. As the Catholic Church stands at a pivotal point, the expectations are enormous. The choice of the next pope is not merely about continuity but transformation. Should Tagle be elected, his papacy could shape the Church for generations to come. For Catholics and observers alike, this moment signals a future that is both promising and historic.